Parties, of course, meeting for the first time in court today. It was about a 90-minute hearing.
This isn't going to end well for you, Blake. Sorry.
In a world where sometimes people judge you before they give you a chance.
I'm just going to tell you, you're going to have to wait and see. It's coming up soon.
In a mere 90 minutes, JustinBaldoni achieved a major courtroom win over BlakeLively, causing her and her legal team to panic. Was this the final judgment? Not quite, but it's a significant turning point in the case. If things continue down this path, Blake could be in serious trouble. Here's the background. Blake slapped Justin with a shocking $250 million lawsuit, accusing him of harassment. But Justin wasn't about to back down. He countered with an even bigger $400 million lawsuit, accusing Blake of extortion and defamation.
Actor-director JustinBaldoni is now suing his former co-star BlakeLively and her husband Ryan Reynolds, seeking more than $400 million in damages, accusing them of defamation and extortion.
Finally, they're in court, and this is shaping up to be one of the messiest legal battles Hollywood has seen in a while. From the moment the session began, Justin's lawyer, Brian Fredman, came in ready to fight. And let me tell you, this man meant business. Blake's legal team, they were rattled by his aggressive approach, and honestly, who could blame them? After all, Fredman had publicly promised to sue Blake into oblivion.
Sue BlakeLively too?
Into oblivion, Megan.
It was clear from the way he handled things in court that he wasn't joking around. Blake's lawyers, clearly flustered, tried to silence Fredman with a gag order, but the judge wasn't having any of it.
The judge chose to not impose the gag order on JustinBaldoni's attorney Brian Friedman today, but did threaten to move up the trial if the media press war continued.
The judge ruled against Blake's team, pointing out that Blake's own lawyers had been just as vocal in the media. It would be unfair to muzzle Fredman. Justin's team took the win there, but things didn't stop there for Blake. Her legal team argued that Fredman's constant interviews and media appearances were hindering their ability to respond. Every time they tried to address something Fredman said, he was already on to the next big reveal, leaving them scrambling.
BlakeLively's lawyer does not like Brian Friedman and says he is being way too chatty about this case to the public, giving them little wiggle room to respond in the court of the public opinion.
But did the judge care? Not in the slightest. He shut down their argument and allowed Fredman to continue speaking freely about the case. Another win for Justin. The real chaos came when Blake's team realized that Justin wasn't just fighting in court, he was taking the battle to the internet. Blake's lawyers were furious when Justin launched a website dedicated to the case, where he intended to post evidence, including footage, receipts, and lawsuit documents.
Baldoni's team launched a new website over the weekend, featuring an amended legal complaint and a 168-page timeline of events, including newly released text messages allegedly sent between the embattled stars of It Ends With Us, as well as Lively's husband, actor Ryan Reynolds. One alleged text from Reynolds to Baldoni expresses his excitement about It Ends With Us, writing, "This is gonna be incredible. I happen to adore you."
Blake's team argued that this was highly improper, but Fredman wasn't having it. He reminded everyone that Blake had started using the media to air her allegations. She went to the New York Times to accuse Justin and gave him only 12 hours to respond before they published the story. The article went live before he could even defend himself, damaging his reputation.
The lawyer also brought up the website that was put out this weekend, saying Blake's lawyer also complained about JustinBaldoni's new website dedicated to the case, telling the judge they think this is improper. Brian Friedman, his lawyer, defended this, saying that Blake's team is doing the same thing, citing the New York Times article where Blake first made her sexual harassment claims against Justin. He says the paper only gave Justin 12 hours of notice.
So, if Blake could use the media to tell her side, why couldn't Justin? Fredman made the argument clear, and the judge sided with him once again. Then came the biggest blow of the day. Blake's lawyers asked the judge to let her choose who would question her during her deposition, hoping to avoid Fredman. But the judge wasn't having it. Blake didn't get to pick who would depose her.
For Miss Lively has made it clear that Miss Lively does not want Mr. Friedman to be the attorney who takes her deposition. We are unaware of any situation that would warrant the deposed party to have a choice in which attorney takes her deposition. Parties to litigation simply do not have the right to decide which of the other opponent's attorneys may or may not take their deposition or perform any other aspects of the opposing party's case. And essentially, the judge agreed and told her lawyer that she does not get to choose who deposes.
This decision sent shockwaves through Blake's team. The frustration on their faces was evident because they knew exactly what it meant. Fredman is ruthless, and Blake is terrified of him. For those who don't know, a deposition is when someone is questioned under oath, and everything they say can be used in court. Blake's legal team has clearly been trying to avoid Fredman at all costs, which begs the question, if Blake is confident in her allegations, why is she running from him?
Listen to me, Blake Lively. Tap out, call uncle right now. Please take my advice. I don't feel like I am like Octagon side, the UFC fight, and you're like, oh my gosh, is this guy's neck gonna get snapped? Please just tap out, be done with this. Ref, please call Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds out. Just call this out, because I'm telling you, they are not going to win this.
The judge saw through their tactics and denied their request. Another victory for Justin. By the end of the hearing, it was crystal clear who had come out on top. Justin's team won every argument in court, while Blake's team suffered a series of defeats.
We're going to move as quickly as we possibly can and prove our innocence in a world where sometimes people judge you before they give you a chance.
The judge confirmed that both lawsuits will be consolidated into one, meaning this won't be a drawn-out battle. It's gearing up to be one explosive courtroom showdown. And guess what? The trial is set for March 26th, unless they settle before then. But let's be honest, Blake is in serious trouble if this case actually goes to trial. This isn't just about the courtroom, it's playing out in the court of public opinion too. Blake's once pristine reputation is taking a hit, and fans are divided. Some support her, but others are starting to question her motives. Meanwhile, Justin is collecting evidence and making sure he has everything to clear his name and flip the script. His website alone shows he's not backing down. Blake used the media to attack him, and now he's using the internet to fight back. At this point, one big question stands: should Blake apologize and move on before she completely destroys herself? If this case goes to trial, she could owe Justin a staggering $400 million. And where's Ryan Reynolds in all this? If Blake loses, it's going to cost them big time. $400 million is more than Ryan and Blake's combined net worth. Blake might need to swallow her pride and fix this before she gets wiped out in court. Losing this case would mean a $400 million payout, which could end her career. Even with Ryan's fortune, that financial hit would be devastating. And that's assuming there's no further damage to her career. If she loses, she's not just losing money, she's losing credibility, her reputation, and any future opportunities. Hollywood may love a scandal, but it also loves a winner. Right now, Justin is winning. One thing's for sure, this legal battle isn't over yet. Expect more drama, more shocking twists, and probably more courtroom meltdowns before it's all over. Stay tuned, this drama is just heating up.